friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about some of the recent food things that I have been trying and kind of reporting back to you. Some of these things you've seen in grocery hauls, some you probably haven't, but I wanted to kind of go through and tell you guys my feelings so that if it's something that you think, you might be interested in trying, that you know to pick it up. Although you guys know that, this disclaimer, just because I like something or don't like something doesn't mean that you are or aren't going to like it. So always go with what you feel you would like and all of that, and give it a try. You may be surprised. So yeah, let's jump into this. So the first thing, I did show you guys this in a grocery haul. It's been a few weeks. So wanted to report back on this. This is the Fire and Smoke Spices and Sauces Society, their cherry cola barbecue rub. And I was really excited about this. It smells very, very interesting. So here's the deal. Now I haven't like marinated meat with this or rubbed this and then like grilled it. So other than that though, I've used it on different meats and things like that, either in the oven or in the slow cooker. And I feel like you have to use so much to even taste the flavor, and then it almost seems like it's too salty. The other thing is, like, the tart cherry, it comes across weird. Like, it doesn't taste like tart cherry to me. Like, if someone just gave me a piece of meat with that on it, I wouldn't go, oh, that tastes like tart cherry. It's got like almost, it's almost like a cough medicine-y taste. Like, it just has like a weird kind of bitter taste. It really isn't even tart, I wouldn't say. So unfortunately, I'm not a fan of this. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not using it in the correct way. Like I said, I haven't, like rubbed it on meat and then grilled the meat. Maybe that would make a difference. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this one. So the other thing is too, like, it does have like a sweetness to it, but then it also has that salty, and it's that sweet and salty like weirdness. Like, it's almost like my tongue didn't know what to think. So that's going to be a no for me, you guys. Also, you know that I have kind of made it my thing this summer to try all sorts of different ice creams and like frozen treats. So I actually did do that. So we'll talk about these first. Both of these are ice creams by a company called Dr. Bombay. Now they have, I want to say, like 6 different flavors. These were the 2 that stood out to me the most, just because I think they were the most unique. The first one that I tried was the syrupy waffle sundaes, and I just kept the lid, but these did come in like a pint container, kind of like the Ben & Jerry's, but this is what the lid looked like. So I wanted to love this, and there was a part of me that, like, I really, really liked this. What it says is, oh, it doesn't say, oh wait, no it does. Waffle ice cream with waffle pieces and a brown butter syrup swirl. So the ice cream to me almost did have like a battery, like a butteriness, and I really, really like that. The pieces of the waffles reminded me more of like a waffle cone, so they were kind of like a chewy consistency. Here's the thing that threw me. It was the brown butter syrup swirl. To me, like, this, I think it would have been better if they just would have used like straight syrup, but that like brown butter, it almost made it like, it was like a gooey, almost like a hot fudge consistency, but it was so like potent that it left almost like a weird aftertaste on your tongue that was not pleasant. When you were initially eating it, like, you were like, oh, this is good, but it was like so concentrated, so like strong that, like, yeah, it just, the aftertaste was not something that I would want to experience again. I guess that's my way of saying that, like, it was fun to try it once, but I don't think I would buy it again. But I felt like that was a really cool concept, and now I'm like hoping that I find another brand that maybe does like a syrup and waffle or like a syrup and pancake flavor. If you know of any, let me know in the comments. And then also from that brand, we tried the baked blueberry muffin. Now, out of the two, I definitely did prefer this one, and it is cinnamon sugar ice cream with crunchy streusel pieces and blueberry jam swirls. So this one, in my opinion, was definitely better. The crunchy streusel pieces were actually very, very good. And I'm trying to think, the cinnamon sugar ice cream, I mean, the cinnamon in that was not very strong. So to me, it was more, again, almost like a muffin batter type of a flavor. Not so heavy on the cinnamon. You definitely picked up more on the blueberry and kind of batter type flavor. And then the streusel pieces, you could definitely pick up the cinnamon in. So this is definitely the one that I preferred. But all of that to say, even though it was definitely good, it was something that, like, it was fun to try. But it's not like I'm going to be stocking my freezer with this anytime soon. I still think that I prefer other flavors that I've had before, like from other brands, more. They have a s'mores flavor that I'm kind of interested to try from this brand, and I can't even remember what the other ones were, but like I said, there was like 6 different flavors. All of them were somewhat unique. Like none of them were like basic flavors. So I may try some of the other ones. I may look around and see if there's things that are a little bit more appealing from a different brand, just because, like I said, both of the ones that I've tried, I don't think I would purchase again. Next ice cream treat was this Little Debbie Nutty Bars. Their ice cream bars. It's peanut butter ice cream with crunchy pieces dipped in crispy milk chocolate. So, we all, like everyone, in my immediate family, we all tried these. And actually, my husband and my son really liked these. My husband actually preferred, these were like, between this and the other one that I'll show you in a minute, this was actually his favorite. I felt like the peanut butter ice cream was really, really good. The pieces though that were on it were like a little bit, it was almost like if you froze a Rice Krispie. So I feel like it was probably supposed to be crunchy at one point, but it turned into more of like a chewy consistency. And then the chocolate coating was good, but I felt like it was just very basic. I mean, like, obviously like dilly bars and things like that. Tons of different ice cream things have like that chocolate coating. But I mean, it was definitely enjoyable. Would I purchase these again if it was just me? Probably not. But I would repurchase these for my husband and my son because they did really like them. The one I actually preferred was the strawberry shortcake rolls ice cream bars, and they looked like this. This reminded me so much of like the strawberry shortcake Good Humor bars, except for it's not like coated in that like shortcake coating, but you have like little pieces kind of swirled in of like that shortcake consistency pieces, and then you have like the strawberry swirl kind of in there. This, in my opinion, I mean, as far as like if it's supposed to taste like the actual thing, it really did. It really did taste like the ice cream version of the strawberry cake rolls. So I actually really, really liked these and definitely would repurchase these again. Now, in the same line, there's 2 others that we haven't tried yet. There's a birthday cake one, and then there is a Star Crunch one, which Star Crunch is one of my favorite Little Debbie treats, so I definitely want to try that one, but this was definitely my pick out of those. Let's see. Next, we'll go to this. These are the Pepperidge Farm limited edition Milano London Fog. So if you're not familiar with what a London Fog is, it's actually a tea, and it's a tea that's made, it uses Earl Grey tea, and then it has a little bit of sweetener and some cream in it. And that's what this cookie is supposed to be based off of, which I'm sure most of you have tried a Milano cookie. Milano cookies are really good. It's just like these super light, airy, but crispy cookies. And then in between is like a layer of chocolate. So that's what a Milano is. This, because it was the London Fog, did have a little bit of like that bergamot flavor, which is what's in Earl Grey. It was very, very light. You only picked up like a hint of it. Definitely was good. I honestly kind of wish that there would have been a little bit more of that flavor to really make it like distinctly London Fog, but it did actually pair really, really well with a cup of Earl Grey tea. I definitely enjoyed it, but because it wasn't like super in your face, like unique, I think moving forward, I probably would just get like the regular Milano cookies, and I probably wouldn't pick these ones up again, but it was definitely fun to try. Next, there's actually, I have a bunch of these. These are the new Mott's, what do they consider these? Soft baked bars. So in this lineup, they look like this. I have tried the banana streusel, and I've also tried the chocolate chip. Now they also have an apple streusel and a berry one that I have not tried. Definitely want to try those, but between these two, so the banana was the first one that I tried, and I was hooked, you guys, hooked. These are so good. They're like a I don't even have, it's almost like a muffin consistency, but it's not super dense, but it's very, very soft. Not like, you know how sometimes you get cereal bars and they're kind of cardboardish. They're kind of, you can taste like whole grains in them, and it's just like they're kind of dense. These are not that way. These are like almost like you're getting either a muffin or a slice of banana bread. And then on the top of these, the like streusel has like a little bit of like a sugar, and it gives you like that little bit of like a crunch when you bite into it, like just the streusel part. It is so good, you guys. These are so good that I've already repurchased them twice. So my routine has been like in the morning, I'll have like something decent for breakfast, like either like a bowl of like bran flakes or, something. And then after I eat, because I force myself to eat something before I'll let myself have any caffeine. I don't want to drink caffeine on an empty stomach. So I'll have whatever. And then when I like have my cup of tea then in the morning, I'll have one of these to go with it. And it just feels like such a treat. It's so, so good. So I love these. Like I said, I've already repurchased them twice. Now, the chocolate chip, I was a little disappointed with. This one has like a funky flavor to it. Like I was expecting it to be like the banana and just kind of be almost like a cake batter or like a vanilla base with chocolate chips, but it really, I don't know, there's a weirdness to it. So this was the first time that I purchased these, and I won't be repurchasing this flavor anymore. But like I said, I definitely want to try the berry and also the apple streusel. And then they also have these soft baked filled bars. So I have tried the strawberry and also the apple. They also have blueberry, but they don't have it at my store for some reason. So I do kind of want to track that one down to try it. So again, the first one that I tried was the strawberry, and I was blown away. This reminds me of like if you took a Fig Newton and you made the coating of it, like the cookie part, thicker and softer, but then you filled it with like the strawberry. The strawberry literally does have tiny little pieces of strawberry fruit, so it's not just strictly like a puree. There is a little bit of a texture to it. It is so good. And the strawberry is not, it's not like pie filling type filling. I don't know, like it's just, it feels like puree or something. It's really good. It's not overly sweet or anything. Really, really like this. Will be repurchasing. I haven't repurchased this one yet, but I'm going to. The apple I actually had really high hopes for, because in my head I was thinking Mott's, I mean, that they're known for their apple products. I mean, they have apple juice and they have apple sauce and everything. So I was thinking like the apple is probably going to be really good. Now it is decent, but it's not what I was thinking. I thought the apple, since like the strawberry had actual pieces of strawberry, I thought with this maybe you would get like a little bit bigger chunks of apple and stuff like that, and you really don't. So I don't think I'll repurchase this one again. Like I said, it's not bad. It's not like, I'm not totally disgusted by it or anything like that, but it's not as good as the strawberry one. So it was definitely fun to try it, but I won't be repurchasing that one. And then the last two things you guys would have seen when I did that like baking cupboard stock up haul. I decided to try two things that I didn't stock up on, but I wanted to try them to see if I wanted to stock up on them. And I can tell you that both, I've already repurchased both, and I'm going to be stocking up on them. The first one is the Pillsbury Moist Supreme Cake Mix, and it is the creamy almond. If you are a fan of almond, this was so good. like I can't even tell you how good it is. Like if you are an almond person, I feel like either you love almond or you hate almond. I feel like there's not many people in between. I'm someone that loves almond, like the crumble cookies, like their classic, you know, the pink sugar cookie that has the almond flavor. That's like my favorite crumble cookie because I love it. And I know there's some people that hate it. So anyway, this was so good. It truly is a very like a moist cake mix, because I know it says moist supreme, but sometimes you get a cake mix and it'll say that and it's just not. This was very, very moist. I ended up pairing this with just a basic vanilla frosting because I wanted to really, really be able to taste the almond flavor in it. And my husband, my son, and I, we all, you know, tried it at the same time and they both loved it. My husband said he thinks he actually likes this more than he likes, you know, just like a basic white or yellow cake mix. He said he thinks this is way better. I agree. I'm an almond person though, and he doesn't always fly that way. Like he doesn't always choose almond, but he loved this. So highly, highly recommend trying this one. Like I said, I made it in like a 13 by 9 pan and just paired it with the white frosting. I really think what I want to do next time, just because it's so good, I think I actually want to make like cupcakes out of it, but then not frost them and just kind of use that like with a cup of tea. And I'd be able to, because it makes 24 if you do it like that. I'd be able to freeze a bunch of them and just have it. It would just be kind of like a tea cake without frosting. And I think it would be so good because you'd get that moist almond flavor. Oh, it's just so, so good. So definitely like that. And I've already bought 2 more to put in my pantry. And then also this Martha White birthday cake muffin mix. This is a lot like the Funfetti. It's a little bit more dense than the Funfetti cake. The Funfetti cake is very like light and airy. These are very good. I like anything birthday cake flavored, so I figured I would like this, and yeah, I was not disappointed at all. So I've already bought 2 more of these, and they are in my pantry now. This is definitely one that is, so long as they keep making it, I will continue to buy it. Again, this was just nice to have, you know, because this size only makes 6 muffins. It's nice to have something like this for if you want like a little bit of a sweet treat, not overly sweet, but something sweet to go with like a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. So this was definitely really, really good, and I highly, highly recommend it. So that is it, you guys. That's everything that I've kind of been playing with and trying that's been new. Let me know if you enjoy these kinds of videos, if you want to hear my opinion on the different foods that I'm trying, or if you're okay with just seeing them in the grocery hauls. You let me know what you want to see, because obviously we're kind of rebuilding a channel here, so I'm not 100% sure what you guys want to see and what you don't. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for a little bit, and I will see you very soon.